Hey YouTube, RAPTall back here with another video. This time I have a roulette battle, and this is from MTG Xerxes, the Pokemon Zat chat, and it's against Boring, and it was a lot of fun. We had a great time, so let's start with the match. Anyway, we have a pretty hilarious beginning to this. He starts out with the Clefable, and I start with the Cresselia, and we have pretty much the exact same beginning here. I go for the Charge Beam, and then he goes for the Charge Beam. And then I get my Flame Orb, and then he gets his Flame Orb. We're just like LOLing in chat. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. So I'm like, alright, well, let's just kind of see what happens here. I get an attack raise. He goes for the Charge Beam, and he gets an attack raise. Yay, this is fun. Yeah, anyway. I decided to go into my Dugtrio because I know he's going to keep going for the Charge Beam. And I know I can resist it, or I know it won't hurt me. I'm thinking maybe an Earthquake could kill, but sadly it does not kill. It's kind of a bummer, but yeah, it is what it is. I do lose my Dugtrio to a critical hit. Honestly, probably would have killed me anyway. He doesn't have the best specialty. And I'm like, alright, fine. I'm just going to go into my Starmie and kill him off with a Surf. Now this is my first Starmie. This isn't my Hail Starmie. This is my original team Starmie. I was actually expecting a fake out from his Kangaskhan, so I go into my Selby, but he goes for the Crunch. Luckily, it still doesn't do a whole lot. After leftovers, it does a quarter to me. And I know with Leech Seed, I'll be doing fine on health. And I can always just recover if I feel the need to. I might actually do that, expecting a switch. I really don't remember what I do. Yeah, I do go for the recover. Brings him out in the Altaria. Now, I'm going to just say right now, I get a pretty darn good team here for Roulette. You know, granted, most of my teams are OU, and even, you know, I have one UU team, and some of my OU members are UU, but most of my team is pretty strong overall. So he goes into Altaria and starts Dragon Dancing. So I'm like, okay, since the Clefable's dead, I can just go into my Crest, switch my burn over. Switch my burn over to the Altaria, and that'll pretty much take out its Dragon Dances. But he decides to switch, go into a Charizard, which is a smart play in his part. I mean, obviously, it's pretty predictable. So I'm thinking, okay, you know, what kind of Charizard is this going to be? I don't really know. But I know that whatever it does, it's going to probably hurt, and I need to be at a good amount of health. So Flamethrower is doing a decent amount to me, to the point where I'm going to need to Moonlight up a couple times just to keep my health up high enough that I'm not afraid that he's going to one-shot me. Especially, it's not doing a whole lot to me, but of course you always got to factor in the burn, which adds a decent chunk of damage. So as you can tell, I finally did put Charge Beam instead of Ice Beam on this Cresselia. I think I like it better, just because even though it is not ineffective against ground types, where at least Ice Beam hits everything, it seems to be more useful. I don't know. We'll see. If I want to change it, I'll change it, and that'll be that. Anyway, I just keep going for the Moonlight here. I know I can pretty much stall this Charizard out. I haven't been really paying attention. I want to say this guy has a Life Orb, but I can't remember. Yeah, anyway, I go for another Moonlight expecting to get hit again so I can be up at pretty much full HP. And he does switch out into a Bastiodon. Now, I'm like, okay, well, if he switched it, I might as well go for the Psycho Shift, because I highly doubt he would just switch back into Charizard. That really wouldn't make sense. He does go for the Taunt, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm faster. I guess, you know, I can't recover now, but I really didn't care, because I just got the burn off him, and that's really all I wanted to do. Goes for a Stealth Rock, because I switch on a Starmie, thinking, alright, this thing can take out the Bastiodon, it can take out the Charizard. You know, it has some of the other stuff, Kangaskhan, which is going to come in. And obviously, I don't want to get hit by the Crunch. I go into my Walrein. I don't really know why. I didn't feel like I had anything better to go into. He does get a crit, which does kind of suck, but I'm thinking, whatever. You know, I can probably Toxic him and, you know, take him down that way with Protect, maybe Sub. But he goes out into his Charizard. I'm like, well, that works too. That'll be a nice and easy way to take down this Charizard. And of course, I'm not getting any of the Ice Bitey leftovers. I'm just getting the normal leftover recovery. But even so, I can at least stall him out for 1 turn of protect, and to a point where he's probably going to die, excuse me, die next turn to the poison. Decided to just go straight back out into Crest because I know that these my Crest can take these heat waves pretty much all day long, as long as I'm at a decent enough health, which is exactly what happens. At this point, I am at a pretty low health, so I'm just like, alright, I'm going to try and leader dance, but if I die, I die for death fodder, and that's quite alright with me, which is exactly what happens. I don't actually know what item this Kangaskhan is holding. I don't think I ever figured it out. Go for Leech Seed and a miss. I'm like, are you kidding me? Seriously? It's annoying when like 90 accuracy moves and higher miss. I mean, obviously they can miss, but it's just so rare. You're like, come on, the chances of it missing, it's just stupid. But he gets a crit here, or he doesn't know I got the defense drop right. Like that's damn. Like I can wall this thing all day, but the defense drop ain't gonna help me here. Decide it's about time to go into my hippo, because now with sandstorm damage going, everything on his team at this point is not that it's weak to sandstorm, but it gets hit by sandstorm, and that is going to be very important because sandstorm damage and hopefully maybe possibly toxic damage from some of my other guys will be able to wear the rest of his team down. He does keep going for the Dragon Dance here, but he does not know that I have the Ice Fang. Boo frickin' yeah. And he was like, what Hippowdons carry Ice Fang? That's ridiculous. I'm like, not really. It's like, I carry the Ice Fang. I've seen other people carry the Ice Fang. I don't know what you're talking about. So I just decided, alright, Hippo's going to stay in for Death Fodder against the Kingdra. I don't know if it's a DD set or a special set, and obviously it is a special set. I guess it could be mixed, but I'm going to say special. And now at this point, what do I do? I don't even remember. Do I go for the Toxic, or do I go for the... oh, I just go for the Protect. Okay. I was thinking, yeah, Hydro Pump, whatever, that's probably going to kill me, even though I'm water too. It's just too much to deal with right now. I'm thinking that I might be able to live something, which I do. I'm like, yes! That's freaking awesome. And I go for the Blizzard, kind of just hoping. And it hits. It's like, this is great. And now, at the health that he's at, since I have leftovers, I can survive the Sandstorm. So I can protect and get an extra turn of Sandstorm damage on him. And now this means, even though I'm going to die this turn, he's also going to die to Sandstorm, which means we both have a clean slate here, and we're both able to come in with something new, which is definitely to my advantage, because all he has left is the Kingdra. I have my Celebi and my Starmie left. Now, I'm expecting he has the Ice Beam. Totally okay with that. The reason I go into my Celebi first is to just get as much damage on as I can, because since he's not in rain, he's obviously not going to be faster than me, unless... I don't even think he could be faster than me anyway. I don't really know. But I get a good chunk of damage on him, Sandstorm damage. He's at a point where Starmie can come in, T-bolt him for the win. So great game, boring. That was a lot of fun. I've never done roulette before. I think it worked out pretty well. So yeah, don't forget to comment, rate, sub, guys. Like I said, this is off MTG Xerxes, the Pokemon Zat Chat. Go check it out if you're looking for some 4th gen battles, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.